linear regression with Microsoft Excel. Here we have the annual sales data for BPI Corporation, the number of units they sold each year for 10 years. And we want to see if there's a relationship between the year and the amount of sales. So the first thing we want to do is to highlight our data and to do a scatter plot. And if we look at the scatter plot, we can see that basically as the years progress, the unit sales go up in a more or less linear fashion. So let's go ahead and do our a linear regression. So we highlight our data, go to data analysis and select regression. Click OK. Now our Y range is our output, which is B2 through B11. Our X range is all of our inputs, and in this case it's just A2 through A11. And then we click OK. And what we get back is a table of data that tells us a couple of things. Number one, looking at the R squared, we can see that 97.6% of our variation in Y can be explained by the variation in X. So that it shows that this equation is going to be very, very tight. The second piece of information that we can see is that our intercept, our y-intercept is 443,600, and our x variable is 61,872, which basically means that our equation is y equals 61,872.7x plus 443,600. Now, this idea of p-value. P-value basically says this is the percentage, this is the chance that this value would occur on its own regardless of the relationship. And so given that the p-value here is so far below 0, this is basically 2.9 times 10 to the negative 8 power, or 0.0000000294, which means the chances are very, very low. Or better yet, that this is a very good estimate. The same goes for the x value. The p-value of 9.14 times 10 to the negative 8 also shows a very small number, which means that there's almost no chance that y isn't dependent upon x in this way. And then finally we have our confidence intervals, which says that there's a 95% chance that the actual number that we're looking for lies between these two numbers for the intercept and between these two numbers for the x variable. And given how close that they are together, relatively speaking, it gives us a very good confidence for our equation.